Is the server currently down at the moment?
Well, it is not yet. It's currently still running the normal Nevada mission, but I'll take it down right now.
Ah, yep, okay. So. Cool.
I agree. Yeah, good talk.
There he is.
Alright. Oh wait, I need to locked out of it.
Holy shit.
Nope, never mind. Here I am.
Server attack. NorCal just died.
At admins.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody ever tags at server tag. They all just tag at admin. Like, what the fuck?
Hopper!
Ban.
Hey Nixon, at server tech.
Oh no.
Please don't. Also, I'm back. Hello.
See, I summoned him by verbally at server teching. Got him.
How many people do we have in here?
Yes.
Yes.
More than 3.
More than
shit,
3,
Sherlock.
less than 100.
Dude, that's way more. That's way more than I can count. So.
Yeah, I'm
25?
limited up to like
It
6.
was like 25.
Now you're just making up numbers.
Definitely not.
Don't tell them that. That's what the Illuminati doesn't want you to know.
God damn it.
Do you have any numbers to back that up?
Have a single fact to back that up.
Do you?
Yes. Number 1. That's terror.
Number 2.
That's terror.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Desperate. Desperate.
Desperate.
Desperate.
What's a number?
Where is she?
We got a decent amount
Unatco?
of people in this.
Of course. It's a wither up.
Unatco?
Hell yeah.
Savage.
Unatco?
Savage.
Stop screwing around.
He's going from stopping some guy's brain from bleeding to
He leads a
fucking
life of tonal shifts.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even actually going to be at home. He's going to be in it and like at the station, just running with SRS up.
Right, he did that for the last stop he ran.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job with it too.
He was hoping sitting in an office, hoping people wouldn't bother him.
Hoping people won't judge him.
Or judge him because he's just sitting alone in a dark office.
Look, I just
Talking
saved
to
3
him.
bitches
They're
lives
like,
on the way
what on
back.
earth is going on in that room?
Fuck. He's so weird.
Okay, well,
Why is
why
that guy
YouTube
giving
recommending Grim
9
Reaper's
lives,
videos to me?
Oh. Why is that guy practicing medical procedures in a game?
His second job, little do you know, is actually providing 9 lines for drone pilots that work at Walmart on their spare time.
I was gonna say
Wait, did you say like at Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, worked into the OD gets him.
Oh, no wonder there was a 39 kill streak today.
There you go.
Furious type.
It is a bait.
Was someone just sliding on a base there?
Thank
That
you,
was
Jeff.
Nick.
Sure that's what's happening.
Slap at the base. Slap
Was
like
that-
now.
Slap like now.
Those answers.
Verse. That was actual slap base.
Alright, Giorno Giovanna. Have a base.
The real question is, can you do the Seinfeld riff?
No.
You
But
just
can it
say
play
So-
Pennsylvania?
AWACS and just play that every time someone eats shit.
When you fly over an SA-10.
We
What
could
about
use
the
that as
theme
a
from
soundbite.
Night Court?
When Bear fails to take out the SA-11.
They won't.
Well,
They
that's
better
me,
not.
so I
That's
hope I
in
don't.
confidence.
That's
I hope
you
I
are.
don't.
They will take it out. Trust me. Trust me.
See, if you're talking about
Famous
like,
last words.
base
You know,
when
Tailplay,
an
I can
SA-10
prove you
takes
wrong if
off,
you want.
So please don't.
Yeah, seriously, please don't. I'd prefer to live, even though I'm gonna make 20. That's.
Oh,
just wanna
boo-hoo,
live.
at least
It's
you get
all-
countermeasures.
I don't even have a working RWR.
Neither do
Assisted
I.
Takeoff or
Oh, look, my
countermeasures?
RW power
Which do I
points in 2 more directions than yours. Woo!
Have they still not fixed the F-16 out of
I mean, you get sounds.
Doesn't it have new sounds or something now?
Apparently, it gets lights.
It gets the F-18 sounds from what I understand.
I'm
That's
sorry,
still
did
a
I
work
hear
in
lights?
progress.
I took it for a quick spin yesterday, just on a little ground attack mission I made. And I tried adjusting the radar elevation, and oh god, I'm not doing anywhere in that for a while.
What happened?
Adjusting a greater elevation is garbage in that thing right now.
You like tap the button and it just yeets up, like looks into space with one tap.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeet yeet.
It's uncomfortable.
The yeet skeet.
It's supposed to be on a rotary, right?
Yeah. The problem is it was working great before, but now they've just made it insanely sensitive if you're not using a rotary, so you give like a split-second tap to move the radar up and it just points up like 15 degrees.
90, 99 and 99. That's all you see on the cursor.
Alright, let's press this button for SR-71 search.
Auger. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, who's hot mic?
Wow.
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 This is the Owen Wilson zone now. Wow.
Wow.
Well, this would be the place to say your mom right now, but the answer is actually Civ 5122.
Oh!
Oh, fuck, was that
He
roundabout?
has a base! Bruce.
That's when the SA-10 launches.
Where's the RWR mod to change the change like the launch tone into the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme?
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm just waiting for like a surprise IR Sam to kill.
Alright, everyone. Briefing time.
Woo! Who's ready for some fucking knowledge?
Alright, we're gonna do a roll call here, people.
Knowledge.
Wither.
Present.
Awesome. RZ.
Yep.
Heartstrike. Pilot FR.
Right here.
Seagull.
Right over here.
Black Knight.
Yeet.
Butterfly.
Nope. Fight me.
Envy. Gargantuan.
Present.
Extreme Survival.
Yes.
Civ 5122.
Where's the baseline?
Perma PTT'd.
There we go.
Hello?
He's like got his thing stuck open or something.
Great. Yeah, we'll if somebody wants to send him a message. Tuna.
Here.
Max.
Don't think he's coming.
Alright.
He's repairing his DCS install currently.
Oof.
Request repair.
Yep.
Dead me.
Kinda here, sort of. Well, I'm here, but you know.
Brass.
Physically, yes.
Yeah.
SJ.
Yep.
Bandit.
Yep.
I'm here. Deadler.
Spiritually.
Novikov.
Here.
Nobody.
Hello there.
Tailpipe.
Dear Mr. Corber, please don't give me homework.
Spooky.
Oh, hell no. Hold on, let me
Spooky?
tag that.
Is Spooky really gone?
Too spooky.
Hold up.
He said he would be AFK for a minute.
All right.
1 minute.
Nixon.
Ready, willing, and fully enabled.
Tin Can.
Present.
Auger.
Yo.
Hammer.
Jawohl.
All right. Anybody planning to fly this up who I have not called? Awesome. So, Wither, do you want to get on with the briefing?
Yeah, I'll do my best with it. I'm sure some things have changed, maybe, with the layout of stuff, but I can be corrected along the way, I guess. Is that correct? Is there anything that needs to be gone over before, I guess?
Well, apart from the fact that we just created a flight out of thin air.
Yeah, pun intended, I guess. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for being present. There's far more of you than I thought that there would ever be, which distresses me and gladdens me greatly. Welcome to Operation Papercut. My brain is a little bit scrambled still because I just jumped off my ambulance, and here we go. So Papercut, this is a armored assault. It is a mission number 2 of sort of the Fly Paper series. If you were part of Fly Paper was, there's some unrest in Abkhazia. There were separatists that separated from Georgia in Abkhazia. They were messing with NATO assets, and we did a hasty retreat, falling back over the Nguri River. Some months later, it's still in diplomatic upheaval. There's some ethnic violence going on in the Gali province against ethnic Georgians. This happens in real life. NATO's using it as cause to push back over the river and establish a foothold in Abkhazia, retaking Gali district. It's going to mission start, I think, is going to be about 9:30 local time. That's sun up, so you have plenty of light. Let's see, weather. Well, I guess if I just follow the briefing here, I am rooftop. I'm going to be AWACS and mission command. I'll also be buzzsaw if Ironside gets overwhelmed on the ground. I'll also be buzzsaw. You can contact me at the frequency that we'll talk about. RZ is going to be Ironside. He'll be primary command on the ground. He'll be driving tanks and moving battle formations. At least initially, we had Griffin, which will be F-15s doing bar cap, Salty Dog, which was F-18, F-14 doing bar cap. I think part of that changed. Bear is our Seed Dead guys. Pandian is going to be A-10 close air support. Kestrel is going to be Harrier close air support. Grease Gun is going to be doing basically strike, but will retask for close air support after their strike with whatever they've got left over. And then Grizzly and the Stink Finger are going to be doing air assault and close air support. The ground war, as far as specific tasking of who's going to take what area, I'm happy to assign that, but that I'm also happy for you guys to work that out as ground attack units. Who wants to take what area? If there's going to be a dividing line, if there's going to be altitude blocks, we want to deconflict. Of course, we don't want everyone hovering over the same AO, just kind of doing a Cirque du Soleil over the enemy. So wheels up will be 0230 Zulu, which we'll get to here shortly. It's a really close mission. Nothing's contingent. So aside from Seed, of course, we're just jumping right over the river. We're talking like 40 miles from base to our AO. Our AO, by the way, briefing wise, is the area around Gali, up the Nguri River to the Javari Dam. Gali is our primary objective, defended by company strength 3 times armor and mechanized infantry with SAMs. These SAMs are going to be broken a bit. You may see SA-11 launchers, but we don't have intel as to a search radar right now. We have seen SA-8, SA-15, SA-9, SA-13 in the area, along with SA-18 possible. And of course, we've got AAA on trucks and AAA on tracks defending the AOs. They are marked on the map, and intel is current. We know force type, we know force strength, we know vehicle components. we know generally where they are. They'll be opposed by roughly the same amount, but technologically much more advanced NATO units consisting of Abrams, Strykers, Bradleys, LAVs. Each of our companies has a logistics section as well. I don't know if helos can utilize that, but there is a section of logistics trucks that'll be traveling with each company, and each company also has Roland and Avenger SAM systems. So if you need some cover, you can fall back behind lines, and they should be able to help you there. Inguri Dam is being held by an enemy garrison as well. There's also a Grad artillery section up there that threatens our operations and threatens the dam itself, what they're threatening to destroy, role-play wise, in case we happen to take action against them. So that's definitely a priority. So our two objectives, push everybody back out of Galley Province and eliminate the threat at Inguri Dam. Supporting us on this mission, we have 4 tankers. We've got 2 MPRSs and 2 Boom KC-135s. The MPRSs are going by Arco 1 and Arco 2. They are going to be flying at 18 and 19,000 and 21,000 respectively. Their TACANs and frequencies will mirror each other. So, for example, Arco 1 is on 7.1 X-ray. Their frequency will be 271. And that'll follow for the other ones. 3 of the tankers, with the exception of Arco 1, will be in an orbit along the Inguri River, just behind the lines, actually passing over Senaki Air Base. The Arco 1 will be following the coast and will primarily be there if anyone happens to find themselves over the water. The probe dudes that might be going out to the boat. And they should be. We've tested them. TACANs seem to work, frequencies seem to work, and they seem to be at good speeds and altitudes for everybody. So hopefully that goes well this time. ATC is going to be Kutaisi. That's going to be RZ on 251. I believe we're going to go unified traffic, right? No one's doing a separate ground frequency recoil?
No, I don't think.
Okay. Cool. Rooftop will be on 254. We want to limit 254, listen a lot, talk very little. Any ordnance that's going to emit or is going to set off someone's sensors, we want to call that. We don't want to waste ordnance, so call stuff where other people are looking at your target too. We don't want people dumping countermeasures or sending 5 bombs to the same thing unless it paid for it. Standard check-in, check-out. You guys might be familiar with. Very nice. Point taken.
Same.
What's that?
Same.
Who?
What?
Same.
What?
Oh, gotcha.
Do you want me to spell that?
Wither.exe has stopped working.
Sorry.
Where am I?
Google Translate couldn't pick up the language. Was that Aussie? I don't know what that was.
Something resembling it, yeah.
Okay, so then lower down on the page are going to be the freaks. We got Kutaisi at 25.
Oh no.
So frequencies listed there. Everybody should have a unique interflight, which I hope I've tried as best as I know with airframes to deconflict them from your other radios. They should all be preset if you have the ability to preset them in the mission editor, but some of you guys are going to have to do it manually. If I had the option, I tried to give it to you. Oh,
Actually, on that note, we went over it in the FL brief, but some aircraft are going to have problems trying to tune 1 AM frequency while listening to guard. We can't do it.
Okay.
So what we were thinking was all the ground attack guys are going to be on 124. If you need to reach one of us for critical info, just go ahead and reach us there. We may not hear it on 254.
Sure. Yeah, that's point taken. Really, that came off last op where we had some interesting near misses with aircraft collision, and we spent a long time trying to get in touch with somebody, and short of just going back into Discord and saying, hey, you, there wasn't a way to contact them. So if we can listen to guard, listen to guard. Otherwise, obviously, if you're on a common frequency of some kind and we know where to contact you, we'll contact you there first.
Copy that.
Yep. Ground-wise, your first ground contact is going to be Ironside. That's going to be on 124. That's the general ground frequency. Ironside is going to be handling the ground war, and a lot of this, unless Ironside changes it or unless Pandian directs it, a lot of this is going to be, if we are deconflicted and the battle lines are clearly drawn, you are generally going to be clear to tasks yourselves and engage in your designated areas. So in other words, don't wait for a 9 line. That will bog us down a lot, and I think it'll lead to a lot of confusion and frustration. If something specifically needs to be taken out, we can 9 line stuff, but I think that this is going to be fairly self-evident. If Ironside gets into trouble, Buzzsaw gets into trouble, Pandian sees a target specifically that needs to be taken out, they can direct forward air control. But in general, it's going to be go to your area and do your thing. Cap, you guys can coordinate amongst yourselves, or I can do it from AWACS just to stay on station, typically west and north from the Russian border and from further into Abkhazia. Bear's going to take care of seed, so I imagine they're going to let us know when stuff seems safe in certain areas, and you can contact them or relay through Mission Command a SAM threat that you may be engaged by. They're going to engage. They're going to self-task if they see a threat, as they may have said previously. You may have seen them say previously. Did we discuss altitude blocks and stuff like that, or is that going to be talked about later, or did we do that already?
I think we covered it.
Okay.
Yeah, we did talk about that in the FL.
Cool.
Condor, did not get a designated FL block.
All right. I was out of that conversation, so can someone who might have authority there fill in?
If I recall correctly, we didn't assign 15 and up to anyone, so I think 15 to 20 or something like that is probably. Alright, am I right?
That's correct.
Alright. If you want to take that.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Moving into the courier new text down there. We're well after sunrise. Game's gonna spawn in at 9:30. We've got very mild weather, 2-knot winds coming from the east southeast, with basically no clouds. Stennis is available for boat landings if you're equipped. BRC and TACAN are briefed. ICLS and TACAN seem to be working based on testing. TACAN's going to be 7.4 X-ray. ICLS is channel 1. And the boat's going to be on around, it looks like a BRC.
Wait a second.
What?
7.4 X-ray, isn't that also Sochi TACAN?
You know what? I guess it is Sochi TACAN.
Yes, it is.
It is.
That would explain why when I was far away from it, the TACAN went somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
Actually, I can't because the mission is already.
Just ask for a direction.
Yeah.
Action, and the controllers should be able to use.
Let the controllers sort it out.
Okay.
Some maintenance tech can properly place the tech.
At server tech.
Yep. And you guys that don't have Recoil's nav thing, you won't have to worry about it, I guess, right?
I guess.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That was just me going 7.4 sounds great, and I missed it. I will say, from my experience in the F-18, at least when I got closer, it seemed to reacquire on the carrier.
Yeah,
we're operating out
that's
of. Yeah, we're operating out of Kutaisi. Like I said, ATC's 251, all that stuff. The tankers are appropriate. The briefing says Yankee. It's X-ray. Even if you put in Yankee, it'll still come through on X-ray. So that should be X-ray. Sorry. Ramrod, aka password, is written there. Is it trying to smoke?
One point about that.
Yes.
It is written like that. That means in all caps.
In all caps. Okay. In terms of ops over the AOs, did the ground guys talk about who's taking what and at what level, and do we have that sorted? Is that something we need to go over now, or are we pretty much set?
Kestrel did not assign a particular armor division as our primary target. We did kind of set a general anchor point, and our plan was to just anchor there until cleared to engage at will by mission command or by given directions from Pandian. But if we want to give us a primary target, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think if we can pre-plan just general sections, or the company targets for our ground attack guys, that might be good. Pandian, what are your thoughts, SJ, on?
I was going to go for the first, and I believe Condor was going to go for the second Mac. But now that I'm thinking about it, given how much faster they are, it might make more sense for them to have attack the third and then have Kestrel go after the second.
Okay, yeah, I could concur with that. So, for reference, if you're not looking at the map, first mech, I believe, is on the southwest. For many of you, that'll be southwest AO waypoint. Northeast AO waypoint will be mech 2, and mech 3 is actually at the city of Galley, which might be called Gal AO on your waypoint. So there we go. So Pandian will primarily handle the southwest AO, which is first mech. Kestrel will take second mech on the northeast, and Condor will take Galley, the third mech. And the grease gun guys are going to run up to the dam and take out artillery up there after Bear has given it a look for SAMs. And then the dam itself will need to be cleared. We know that is in placed AAA and shoulder man pads are present there that we've seen on Intel. And they're both basically co-located with about maybe 4 mile separation. Well, at this point, I don't know anything else that I personally want to go over unless I'm leaving something out or someone has a question.
When you join the server, put in your flight call sign. Do not use your regular name.
Scroll down to the bottom of the document. It's all there.
Yeah, page 7 of the document has everybody's flight call sign.
I didn't realize that had been updated.
It was updated in the middle of the briefing.
Wait, so when am I Pandian 1-3?
Yeah, I thought, no, yeah, you should be Pandian 1-2.
You guys can switch it up however you want, but connect with the call sign that works for there.
I got a question.
Yep.
So, while we're waiting for Bear to give us the all clear, are we just gonna be waiting on the ground, or are we gonna be waiting?
That'll be Flightlead's decision.
Yeah, that's Flightlead's decision. You guys are strike, and you guys are not typically loiter aircraft. And like I said, Kutaisi itself is 30 to 40 miles from any given AO.
And I did post a couple of paragraphs yesterday of what my plan was.
Okay.
I did see that, but I just wanted to know, are we gonna be on the ground or in?
I'm going to let everyone else get airborne first while I plug in all my coordinates because I'm flying off the nav system. Then I'm going to the holding point that I said I would. I'm going to wait there till I get the call from Bear. I've got a lot of endurance on willpower down on the deck, but it's up to you what you want to do because obviously your flight regimes are completely different to mine.
Alright, well, I'm probably just gonna follow you then. So whenever you take off, I'm gonna take off with you.
Got a
Okay,
quick
cool.
question.
Yes, go ahead.
Bear is already separated into two separate groups. One's Bear 1, Bear 1, 2, 2. Or sorry,
Yeah.
Bear 1, 1, Bear 1, 2. Can we just keep 2, 1, and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm not too familiar with Stinkfinger Flight or what they're going to be doing.
Stinkfinger is a Stinkfinger is a flexible special forces helicopter attack unit.
The flexible
Elite.
finger.
It's very flexible. On the nose art, it says "We hit the spot" or "It hits the spot."
For every size.
Yeah, I'm not. They're gonna do something. They're gonna be at the South Farp, and they're
It's
gonna
going to be surprising.
They're gonna generally kill things, just as the Stinkfinger is always a surprise.
If we don't know what we're doing, the enemy doesn't know either.
Yes.
So,
the enemy.
who are the two in the pink then? If they're the one in the stink,
My doctor has one.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys are asking that question, that means the enemy is asking that question too, and they won't know what hit them until something that rhymes with that. I don't know. Yeah, and they'll be at South Farp, which I don't
They
have the
won't
combat
know
flight
what
open
hit
right
him
now.
until we did it.
Until we did them. That's the diddler thing, so that we can't use that one.
Oh,
damn it.
Yep. And Tailpipe, just to close out on your question, you guys are organized as a flight for just sort of similarity of role. I realize your airframes are very different, so you don't necessarily have to. You're not required to stick together all the time. You guys just have kind of a similar. Yeah.
All right, then. I guess I'm probably just going to be delayed then because my fuel load is very.
Cool. Yeah, do it. You do you, and just put those things on your wings on somebody on the ground. Show them your love.
Keep
Okay,
that thing on you.
Got it.
One
Remember,
last
every
question.
hole's a goal.
Just to verify Sam threats, we got Igla, Strela, Osa, Buck, Tor, and Tunguska.
No Tunguskas have been spotted. Tors.
I
have
like
been
to hear
spotted.
that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Nobody likes Tunguska.
No, I don't.
You guys think
So-
you hate them? Fuck.
The lore is basically during Flypaper, quite a bit of the SAMnet was destroyed. Russia
welcome.
was using yeah, thanks. Russia was using the Abkhaz separatist movement as kind of a puppet land grab. They are supporting their independence, but and often a lot of the world was behind them because it was just a pure revolutionary spirit. They want to have their own sovereign nation. Great. When they started doing the ethnic cleansing in the Gali district, Russia distanced themselves from it as to not get the eye of the world. So you may see some Russian support here, but when the SAMnet was broken, what was left in place are launchers here and there, which may function autonomously. A few Tors, a few Osas, and some Strelas.
What about enemy air force?
Enemy air force? Oh, good God, that could be anything. So we know the Abkhazians still possess many great L-39 and C-101 aircraft, along with MiG-23, MiG-21. Their air force is fairly aged, but we may see the appearance of some capable modern Russian assets. Otherwise, we're looking at Cold War through the 90s, or Cold War through the 80s. Sort of what we have left over after Flypaper, which luckily doesn't include Hornets.
Just a note for Cap: please don't shoot the friendly MiG-21.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Blue forces, all blue ground forces are Western type forces, so we're talking Abram as the main battle tanks, Striker, IFVs, Humvees, M113 type deal, so Vulcan air defenses, Avenger air defenses. Then in addition to that, Roland SAMs on the friendly side. So if it looks Western, you probably shouldn't shoot it. That doesn't mean, though, that you should just shoot everything that has a red star.
Indeed.
Or I was also just taking a skin that doesn't have Russian markings.
Yeah, that
Take
would
something
probably be.
distinctive like the prototype one or something like that.
Which,
I'm gonna
Tin
go to
Can,
East German. I'm gonna
go
to
ahead
East German.
and switch your skin out to something not Russian.
Yeah, I tried to default everybody to the 107th, or I think I put the MiGs as the South area because it was the darkest skin I could find. But yeah, be conspicuous and be conspicuously not Russian.
I'm gonna be Eastern German, so
which is
you see
basically
German-
Russian.
Least Germany.
Yeah, but it's still clearly German. So
East German, West German.
I'm disappointed the Australian skin for the Hornet is not available.
It is not.
It do
I
be
have
like
no
that
idea how that
sometimes.
works. I'm sorry.
Also,
the
You
model
just turn the
Alright,
Hornets upside down.
Alright, before we
So,
start into this,
kind of
one,
camo.
Yep.
one last check on two people that weren't there when I did the initial roll call. Max, I think, is now present.
Spooky.
Also, I thought. What about Spooky?
Spooky will not be coming. He's been having
Max
some
is here. He's
pretty
just deaf.
serious connectivity issues, so he's not gonna be.
Alright.
Ah, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Max, listen to most of the briefing. He muted himself at about the point where he started talking about the air defenses.
Right.
Okay.
That's good though, so Grease Gun is only gonna be a flight of 2.
If you didn't see it, one more thing. We were talking about Sam's. Oops, I just dropped my wedding ring. All right. Anyway. Jesus.
Why did you take it off?
First
Jeez.
world problems.
All right. Yeah. So we talked about Sam's ground force composition. we're looking at, and apparently this is true to real life, and which is surprising. Armor composition is mainly T55s supplemented by T72s. You're looking at IFVs of the BMP line 1, 2. That includes missile-capable BMPs. So I would warn you not to charge across the battlefield too close to the BMPs, because I saw missiles flying across, and I was surprised. I'm not well versed in that. And they have integrated SAM and AAA with their companies, so watch out for that. The end.
Any expectations for enemy close air support?
Indeed. We are looking at close air support from possible attack helicopters, so Mi-8, Mi-24. Not much, though. If anything, it's going to be repurposed utility stuff, so primarily Mi-8. And then we've got sort of their, I guess you could call them multi-role light attack aircraft. The L-39 and the C-101 may turn their eyes to the ground and try to mess with helicopters or ground forces.
Whoever's in the K-50 in front of the Huey, you're rolling off. Think again?
Thanks.
What's the password for the?
Oh
Check
shit!
the
Just
briefing.
the server's up, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's been up for ages.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yes.
What channel will we be told that the SAMs are down?
One would imagine it will go through MCOM,
It'll go
and
through
then
MCOM and then he'll.
gone through wherever.
Yeah.
Right. Envy, you're much less imposing with that change in your profile picture.
It works brilliantly for anything remotely related to Hype-8 as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so have fun. Remember, this is generally not a contingent operation. So in terms of Rolex calls, very finely timed, someone hits the tanker, someone leapfrogs somebody, there's no hole that needs to be formed. This is basically a dominance mission. We're looking at dominance of air defenses, air dominance, and then bondage and dominance.
That's a lot of dominance.
Sounds hot.
Alrighty.
Especially
That's
the
why I signed up.
Alright, and then one last question. Recoil, where did you put Condor's Hornets? Are we on the boat?
No,
or
yeah, you're
on
Ticey.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to Grease Gun. See you.
Yeah. Just below all these channels, find the op channels. Every flight should have a channel. Apart from Stinkfinger flight, because that's just a flight of one.
They're just too flexible.
Yeah, they're just too flexible. They could be in any flight's room. It's amazing.
They can fit anywhere.
Yeah.
Where?
So,
Where's the guy?
I suppose,
Where's our
okay,
cannon?
everybody's already leaving, so let's assemble and have a good up.
This is the part where I play the national anthem.
Yeah. What's up?
I can't get in Grease.
Oh Jesus. RZ, you were saying?
Oh, what's our channel?
One is 124 okay?
AOX channel?
Oh no. I mean AWACS. I mean like the one.
I suppose just the ATC AOX channel.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Where is the op?
Good luck.
What's the server? What can I search for?
It's named Operation Papercut. On NorCal.
Is NorCal in the name?
I think so.
Wait, well, we just.
Oh, you know what? I might need to do it by IP.
Question: were you just starting up straight away? What's that timing again? How long?
No particular timing. So as long
Just
as
do your thing.
Yeah, loiter and when Bear.
Nah, I mean like as in
Well, he
wheels
is
up.
Oh, you are Bear. Oh, Jesus, sorry.
Yeah, I am Bear. What are we just going as soon as we get in, or?
Yes. When your flight is ready, and if you are ready and you feel comfortable with Cap,
Alright, guys, I gotta go.
you can proceed.
Yep. All right. Cool. Nice. Just get up and go. Sweet.
Yep.
Later.
Wither, nobody stuck around for the playing
Oh.
of the national anthem.
And
I
can
know.
one of you just drag Civ down?
There he is.
All right. Start up when you're ready. It's basically the go.
All right, 1-2's back.
All right, get yourself started up. Let me know. Check in on your radio when we're good to go, and I'll call it in on MCOM on the ATC.
Roger that.
So everyone knows what they're doing. Just get out there, go do it, and then check in with MCOM once you've done it.
What was our flight block?
So say again.
Did they give us or assign us a flight altitude block?
Just get in there and go.
Roger that. I figure I'll be following you most of the time anyway.
Yeah. We're pretty much got free reign because of our job. What we need to do. We're just gonna get in and go, basically.
Roger that.
Anyone else on radio?
I'm about to get there. Give me a sec.
Let me know and I'll check.
Yep, he has given us our radios. Excellent. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'll see you in SRS.
Sounds good.
copy.
left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls. Remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed. Four, one, one. Or takeoff.